Hey everybody, Tony from Detroit Tesla here, back again with another video. We have a little bit of a different video for you today. I had business out in Dearborn, Michigan, and if you guys know, Dearborn, Michigan is known for being Ford Motor Company's world headquarters. So that's where we are going to head, and we're going to test the system out here. I have driven my Tesla out here before with basic what's that called, navigate on autopilot when I get off the highway, but I've actually never tested FSD out in Dearborn, in this area, or what they call the West Side, as Detroiters, Metro Detroiters refer to. So we have our first destination set, which is the Ford Motor Company world headquarters. Just to give you, it's about 4 p.m., 3 p.m. here, so this is where the traffic starts before 5 o'clock rush hour, so it's kind of like a rush hour. As you can see, there's a lot of cars coming from the left. Amazing what this computer is showing. The car can go now. Just being cautious and doing that right turn good. A little bit too much on the acceleration. Let's hit the button there. So we're gonna head off now to Ford Motor Company, their headquarters. I've noticed in a lot of versions, if you can see here on the screen right here, that sometimes this gets stuck, changing lanes, whatever, slowing down for cross traffic. It likes to get stuck there. Obviously, it's just like a little bug. Again, it's beta, but something I like to point out that, if the engineers are ever watching, definitely fix that. And then once another notification like that comes, it eventually goes away. Another fun fact about Dearborn, Michigan, besides being the world headquarters for Ford Motor Company, it has the biggest population of the Arab community outside of the Middle East. Michigan is actually the capital for that. And also Michigan is home to the biggest Chaldean community outside of the Middle East, which are Chaldean and Arabs are two different things. Two different types of people. Sorry, correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section. I'm not perfect about it, but I'm just trying to see what's going on here. So this is a great scenario to test. So the lane becomes one because of construction. FSD is kind of, yeah, he kind of jumped out. So like FSD just wants to go around him. This guy is like, I don't know what he's doing. Like he's battling me. Like, I don't know what this guy's problem is. Like, I guess he's being just an asshole about it. Maybe he doesn't like Elon Musk or Tesla, or maybe he's just being an asshole in general. So I just had to stop there and disengage because the car, as you heard, stopped, right? Yeah, I mean, I'm not sorry, stopped, but made the noise for the warning. But so this merging here is not gonna work. Okay, so I'm gonna tap the accelerator to get around this car. Okay, cool. So we finally got in there. Unfortunately, I had to assist a little bit, thanks to our beautiful Ford Motor Company in front of us. I don't know what his problem was. Like, he was just in both lanes, and it is what it is. Whatever his problem was, let it go. Life is short. So unfortunately, I just disengaged there out of just being a little nervous and a little scared, because FSD was really, if you guys noticed, it was really trying to like get around him and go around him. So that's kind of cool that FSD, I saw a little bit of space and to go around, but obviously I know what probably some of you are going to say in the comments, that it should merge when it's down to one lane. But interesting scenario. Good data for the team. So the speed limit is 40 here, but the car is just kind of hanging out. It would have hanged out at 25. I think it still does that around construction. In a lot of my videos, I don't go by construction much, but I mean, besides that disengagement we had a couple minutes ago, the system's doing pretty well. Okay, it's stopping here. I don't know why. It doesn't need to be, so I'm pushing the car through this section. And the car making a decision to go over to the right, which it should, because we're probably, yeah, we're not too far away from where we need to be. Okay, cool. All right, so we're cruising at 45 here. I was just trying to figure out what the car was doing regarding that. So for those of you, this area is not a highway. It's near a highway. This is Southfield Freeway actually on top of us here that we're about to pass an overpass, but this is just how the streets are here. It's not a highway. It's just a main road. I believe this is still Ford Road. Yeah, this is still Ford Road. So we're 1.25 miles away from turning right and then into Ford World Center headquarters. You also have the Henry Ford Museum, which is an area, you know, that's really big. I actually do a lot of weddings out there for my DJ business. It's a beautiful venue. The museum closes and there's a big section where you can do parties there. So sorry that I'm going off topic, guys, but really the system's doing pretty well. And as we're about to make this right turn in 1 mile to go down to the world headquarters for Ford, something to keep in mind, you know, Ford does have their own self-driving system, just like how General Motors does, GM Cruise, or whatever it's called. Theirs is called Blue Cruise, or I call it Blue's Clues. So the title of this video will probably have that in there, you know. It's, Sandy Monroe had like a video, and there's a bunch of test videos. I mean, it's nothing close to what FSD is. I mean, you can't, like, in any self-driving system, period, besides Tesla's, you can't just drop a pin and then the car's going to attempt to do, like, everything like Tesla does, right? Theirs is really just a basic lane keep thing, you know. Doesn't really work with the navigation, you know. Tesla's autopilot, which is the lane, and it doesn't keep the lane, but, you know, Tesla's autopilot, picks up, slows down, that type of stuff, which is different from FSD. It's two different software stacks. That's what most people don't understand. Autopilot comes obviously standard with all vehicles. So yellow light. Okay, we're good. Yeah, it didn't run a red light. It was close, but it made it. Now this one, yeah, it's, you know, it went to complete red, but obviously there's a Comcast vehicle in front of us. So it's gotta stop, because there's traffic coming from the left. Okay, good. Stop. Creeping forward aggressively. Yeah, if it wants to go, it can go. Yeah, it can completely go. Those cars are all turning right, so cool. So yeah, we're heading over to Ford World Headquarters now. You'll see like a lot of Fords in parking lots. These buildings off to the right, I don't know if you can see them on the screen. If not, they are part of Ford. A lot of, you know, business Ford people work there. But we are gonna go to, yeah, I don't know. There might even be some F-150 Lightnings in there, depending on, you know, that type of thing. So I just got a text message. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to cut this video short. I just want to see how the car is going to do, where it's going to go. Obviously, we're not going to go into any restricted areas and bother the Ford people. But if I can go right in the front, why not? let their security cameras pick me up and be like, there's a self-driving Tesla and Ford Motor Company property. So this is the Henry Ford World Center, the Ford Motor Company. This is where a lot of the test vehicles are. I see a lot of Mach-E's, F-150 Lightnings. Actually, those are a couple F-150 Lightnings there. Yeah, those are a bunch, it looks like. A lot of Fords, tons of Fords here. But I saw a couple F-150 Lightnings because it said property of Ford Motor Company. I've seen the Lightnings and Woodward. Some of the employees actually, driving them around. So I'm just trying to figure out where the car is going here. Because last time I was here, I was back in 2019 DJing a wedding. So let's see where exactly. I was actually thinking the car was going to take us somewhere different, but I guess these buildings are okay. Good. Yeah, it should be yielding. That's very good. A little bit abrupt on the braking, but that's good. I like that it yielded there. Maybe because there was cars, or maybe, I don't know, it's starting to actually pick up yield signs. But here we go, entering into this is the world headquarters. Yep. So I was thinking of like where their testing grounds is, which is not far from here. But yeah, we are literally pulling in front of the building. Like, I can't wait to see this. So car taking that left, nice. Slowing down here, I'm gonna push it through. It doesn't need to slow down there. So let's see exactly where it's gonna take us. Okay, good. So that's an exit only. And of course, this is a Ford Motor Company building because it looks like it's still from the 80s. So, visitor parking only. I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure. So yeah, this is literally in front of us. This is the Ford Motor Company headquarters. Like, this is the world headquarters, if I haven't said that 30 times already. So it's kind of finding its way around. Okay, don't bump into anything. And yeah, it's kind of picking a random destination. It's kind of interesting because you can't go in front there to actually go ahead and go in front of the building. But yeah, it got us here with, unfortunately, one disengagement by me. So I'm going to go back to where I need to go. So this is really all it's going to be for the video. For some reason, there's a Henry Ford Museum around here. Across from that is like their technical center, Ford Technical Center, or testing center, where they test a lot of new technology, and it's all like gated off and stuff. I always thought that was the headquarters, but apparently this is the headquarters. So I haven't been around in front of this building since I was young. I think we took a field trip when I was in middle school. And yeah, little did they know that they would change their ways because of a little company called Tesla. Yeah, so it looks like there's a card access here area, so that goes all the way down underneath the building. I think that's what they do. They don't even, I don't know. I don't know exactly what they do. I know that building is not abandoned. That's for sure. Ford hasn't gone bankrupt yet. It's actually interesting. Elon talks about this. Is Tesla and Ford are the only two American car companies that have not gone bankrupt. Have not. Okay, so it needs to wait. Good. Even though this car that's passing us right now was another lane, that's good. It needed to wait. That was good. It yielded and it waited. A little bit of jerkiness, but that's okay. So that's good. So it's going to do a little bit of kind of like a circle around coming up here to go back onto Ford Road. So getting over in the right lane. We're not turning here, but yeah, so I mean, so far it did pretty well. Unfortunately, I didn't have enough time today in this video. Still got a little bit of time left in the video. We might have some unexpected things happen. But I'll definitely come back in future versions. Maybe my next, when we get 10.12, I might, instead of doing downtown Detroit, I'll do the Ford HQ. And then I think Chrysler HQ is in Auburn Hills still. I don't know when they did that whole with the Fiat acquisition and Stellantis after that. So I don't know if their headquarters is still in Auburn Hills, Michigan, which is about like 45 minutes north of here. It's still Metro Detroit, but it's way out here. Like this road, Ford Road, if you guys saw in the distance where we were going this way, you could actually see the GM World Headquarters in downtown Detroit. You could literally take Ford Road like all the way across, and you'll like be in Detroit. From my understanding, yes, I'm correct. You can do that. So let's see. It's going back and forth with the lanes. I do believe it needs to stay right. I could be wrong. Yeah, it does need to stay right because we are going. Let's see. Nope, I think I'm incorrect. I think FSD is correct. Okay, so it's getting really scared around this bus, and I would be too. Like this bus is like kind of close to us, and I knew he was going over, but like yeah, that's great job, bus driver. You guys didn't see in the thing, but it cut around 3 lanes of traffic, and he didn't have even have his signal on, and those are the people that are driving our kids. Great job, awesome job, bus drivers. So yeah, maybe FSD can replace some of them that are bad drivers, but the car, coming back to what I was saying before, the car, it did do the correct thing. It didn't get in the third lane, got in this lane, then it got in this lane, and now we're doing kind of a little bit of I was gonna say a roundabout, but this is not a roundabout, kind of a curvy road to get back onto where we were coming from. But yeah, the system did pretty well out here. Unfortunately, we had one disengagement so far. The drive isn't over, but it's almost over. Yeah, it doesn't need to be stopping here, so I'm gonna tap the accelerator. That's a no-no. I know that my foot touching something on the car, the steering wheel, the pedals, is a signal to the engineers, but I always report it anyway when it's because that's a serious issue. There's cars, they're not coming fast from that kind of like loop we did, but still someone could hit you from behind, so that's you got to push the car through on that one. But most of the drives that I'm seeing, besides like the really edge cases, I wouldn't call that guy in the beginning of the video with the Ford van an edge case. It's just the team needs to teach the system how to deal with jackasses on the road. And I say that because you guys didn't see him in the mirror. He was laughing the whole time because you could see he was literally in both lanes. Like, okay, the lane is merging into one, but you're hogging up two. Like, okay, the car wants to go around you. I want to go around you regardless. And then, like, the car is just, trying to do its thing, and this guy's just being a complete jackass. Like, dude, don't do that. Like, I just wish Elon had actual Sentry mode and just, like, pull out some vaporizing EMP and just disables his car. And then we'll see who's laughing now. No, I'm just kidding, guys. But, yeah, so let's see how the car does for the rest of the drive. Okay, so it wants to change lanes, signaling the car didn't let us, so it just realized it couldn't, and it shut it off. Good job. I would have done the same thing. I personally would have accelerated around him, but that's just me. I'm a maniac when I drive. So the system telling me to put my hand on the steering wheel, which it was pretty much on it, because it does that around cones. being a little bit, wanting to coming back and being a little bit hesitant there. I'm not sure why. I know it's getting over to, you know, get to the destination because we're less than a mile away. But yeah, it still has that I can't say it today. Sorry guys, hesitancy for some reason. But yeah, I guess it's all good. And that accident looks like it just happened on the other side there. Or maybe their car's disabled. So we're definitely not going to be going home there. Since the last couple versions, I've noticed the deacceleration for traffic has been very good. Even like when we were turning right onto that road that led to the Ford Motor Company World Headquarters. It was really good behind that Comcast vehicle, even though it was like a high rate of speed, decelerating. Oop, oop. So I want to see where it's going to turn. Okay, so we're pretty much at our destination here. This is all the time I have for today. Next video, I might do a collab video of downtown Detroit and for Ford World Headquarters. Just do it 2-in-1. But this is Tony from Detroit Tesla, and thank you again for watching. And until next time, take care of yourself.